Welcome back, City Skylines players and fans to Capital City. This is Gomer with Gomer Games. Alright, second part of the mall build here. Last time we built this huge shopping center here using this train station asset from the workshop. Huge complex here, as I said before. Kind of imagining one or two stories, maybe the third floor being shops and clubs and entertainment, and then these towers being offices. If we were, instead of painting the city, if we were actually playing the city, I would use the block assets to kind of place offices in there to create traffic and everything is how I would probably do that. But let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to do a little bit of detailing today, and I'm going to bring this resolution down a little bit just so performance is a little better. I did go ahead off camera, and fill in this area here, probably a little bit more detailing. We're going to add some grass and stuff later on, I think, but I just wanted to make sure. And I did drop the riverbed or creek bed a little bit here to make this look a little bit better coming down underneath that bridge there. So, like I said in the last video, when we placed this, I imagined that this was kind of like a runoff, and they were worried about erosion. So they went ahead and put these pipes in, and then we'll go ahead and put some additional drainage pipes down here. So you can imagine that the water would run into these and then drop underground into pipes, and then drain out into the river. First thing I'm going to do is I was looking at this, and I kind of think this meanders through here, and I think that's really good. It really works, except for this right here. So I think I'm going to straighten this out a little bit. I think it's just a little bit much of a meander there. I think it just is kind of a little bit too curvy, so I'm going to straighten that out just a little bit. If I can find the network here. There. So I'm thinking just maybe just that maybe. And then just go in and kind of straighten it out just a little bit. There. I just think that looks a lot better versus it meandering left and right. And then there is a prop that you can go in, like the nodes here kind of fade out. But there is a prop, which I'm not going to go through and cover all these nodes right now, but in the decals section, there is a prop that comes with the network there, and you can cover those spots that fade out. There we go. So I think those are the only two that are really bad, but there's a couple other spots that we can go in and kind of cover this up. Really good. You can also probably do some additional cheer as far as, maybe stream a little bit wider, that type of thing. But I think we're just going to leave it. We may go ahead and, yeah, I like that. That works. There's very little clipping on it too, so I mean, there's a little bit, but not too terribly bad, unlike other places. But I wanted to smooth that out a little bit, and then I'll go through and do the rest of the detailing through that. But let's get back to the mall here. And so what I'm thinking is we're going to go ahead, and I did move this road over. I just moved it over one, actually two tiles or two segments there, and then reconnected this one-way road, so that way it was away from these pillars. So I think that that works a lot better there. So what I'm thinking here is we're going to go ahead and complete the road network on this corner. And so what I'm thinking is first thing to do is bring this road up to here at this angle. Yeah, that works. And then just drop it straight down. We, maybe a little bit of a, just like that. And then just grab move it. And one of the advantages of playing with mods, just grab move it. And then you could just kind of curve it to whatever angle you think looks best. Obviously, you can use the curve tool, that works too, but I kind of like doing it manually because it gives it a little bit of personality. Because, you know, if you look at Google Earth or any satellite pictures on Google Maps, Google Earth, any satellite pictures anywhere, roads aren't, everything's not perfectly square, and roads aren't perfectly straight. I mean, they're straight, but they're not all in straight 90 or perfect 90-degree curves. You know, everything's not perfectly straight. So by doing stuff manually, it gives it a little bit of personality and allows it to kind of look a little bit more authentic. So the next step here, like I said, I've got a project, a pretty big one planned for this area over here, and we want to connect these two via road and a walkway. So what we're going to do, I'm going to grab a path here, and I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and go up. I guess we're going to turn the guide roads off because it's kind of getting in the way. We're going to go up 1 meter. I guess 2 meters. 2 meters, and then want it to be basically at 10 meters above the road here. Is where we want it. Rule of thumb, I usually use 12 meters for larger roads because there's a little bit of a concrete support underneath the road. So you need the extra couple meters to make sure that because the 10 meters is from the road bed or from the footpath bed, part that's actually being driven or walked on, versus what's being driven or walked on underneath. So if there's any sort of concrete support underneath the road bed or the footpath bed, then that takes away from the spacing. So if you have 10 meters, in some situations with some interstates or freeways, highways, whatever, some of those concrete slabs there are large, and that will not necessarily give you enough clearance for larger trucks. But with this one here, we don't have to worry too much about that with the footpath because it's very small. It's just meant for foot traffic, so there's not much support under it. So we're going to go ahead and use the 10 meter mark. And then I think I'm going to draw this out. I started at 2 meters here to allow it to be elevated. I could have used just the elevated button, but in vanilla, just go up 2 meters. And then, so that way, stretch the arc out or the gradual slope out as long as you want. Not arc, slope. Stretch the slope out as far as you want. So we'll click on that. It's a nice gradual slope there. And then what we want to do is we want to grab this node. We want to connect there. And so that will actually work. People will come out of the building. and they will get on this walkway and they will walk all the way up here. So I'm thinking we'll just leave it at 10 meters, straight 90 degrees over, and then I'm just going to leave it right there for now, so it's just going to be a dead end. All right. The next thing that we're going to do, we have got a building here that we need to place in, and if I did the math correctly, it should fit perfectly in this square here. So let's go ahead. We're going to use from one of the latest creator packs, the Heart of Korea content packs or content creator packs. We're going to use the department store. And that should fit perfectly in there. We're going to go ahead and yeah, we'll make out this side of the road there. That works perfectly there. Yeah, it's a little close, but I think it's fine. And then yeah, this road overlapped a little bit, but that's okay. We can do that. So I think that works. All right, drop this back down to ground level. And again, with mods, you can use you could use this here to do that, but either way, it works. If you're using vanilla, you can do that. I'm going to use a two-way road this time, and I'm going to go ahead and go right in the middle, all the way to yeah, let's just go all the way there, and then we'll just have to mess with it. And then this will continue to be a one-way road. No, actually, this could be a two-way road, because they could come in here and then go that way. Yeah. So we'll make this a two-way road here. That works. And then I think we'll go ahead and I don't know if I like that. I changed that. Let's go ahead and concrete all of this. Obviously, it's not going to stay like this, but it'll make it easier as far as filling in the blank areas and everything. No, I really don't like that. I think I'm going to use the two-way road here. I think that works better. I think it looks a lot better like that. So maybe stretch that a little bit. I don't know if I'll be able to grab a hold of that node or not in there. Probably not. Let's see here. That works just fine. Good deal. Alright, so what we're going to do here, we're going to go ahead and fill in some of this here with grass. I think we're going to go ahead and put this, fill this in here. Disconnect that. I have to move that, but we can go ahead and do that. No, that works perfectly. Okay, good deal. And then I was going to use one of the other Heart of Korea creator packs. I was going to use this Chirp's Thumbs Up Plaza. Uh, place it right. I think that just goes great in the area there. And then we'll just surround it with some grass, some nicely cared for and manicured grass. That it's all taken care of. Thinking like that. Yeah, we're gonna have to use one. That's use to cover. So we will do that. I'm trying to decide if I want to use. No, that works perfectly. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. It is a little bit uneven. There's more concrete on this side than the other side. But yeah, I think that works fine though. So that looks good there. And then obviously we've got concrete all the way around here. I think we're going to put some more grass in here. And again, we have to some roads and then bring them back, which we will do that. So go ahead and trash this road and then bring that back. That works perfectly. Alright, good deal. Very nice, very nice. I'm going to go ahead and just build the road, even though we're not going to connect it to anything over here today. But I do want to go ahead and build this. So I'm thinking bring it to right there, and then we will raise it. Let's go 8 meters, and that's at the cost of 100 or 820. So out this far, and then drop it back down. And obviously, we'll do this later. There's a little bit of a bow in the middle of that bridge, because there are a lot of there's a lot of bridges that are constructed with a little bit of an arc at them. A, for rainwater to drain off. B, just because that's how they build them. I just think that looks good like that. Yeah, we'll get rid of this concrete right now, but we'll obviously detail this stuff later. But because we'll be putting in, get rid of those trees in the middle of the road. We're putting in grass and layers of ground cover and everything in there. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do here, we are going to put in a large cinema. Let's see here. Trying to remember where that is at. Large. I don't know what that's under. Large cinema or large movie theater? Or maybe it's There it is. It is under cinema. Okay. Where it was under. So we're going to put that down there. And then we're going to back this into this building here. Actually, I think what we're going to do is we're going to draw this road in first. And then place the cinema. So that way I know it's perfectly parallel. It matches the road, the grid networks of the road perfectly, even though, yeah, it's way too far in there, but pull it out a little bit. Maybe get those first air conditioning units out. Yeah, just like that. Maybe we'll drop, yeah, just like that. We'll leave it like that. And then we can go ahead and put put parking out front. And then I'm thinking maybe some additional parking here, a little bit more than that. I think that looks good for that. And then we'll do a little bit of green space here in this triangle, and then a little bit of green space in this triangle here, maybe with curbs or something else there. Then I'm thinking maybe we will do let's see, maybe we'll do some grass. Trying to decide if I want to put some doors in here to the mall itself. Yeah, I might do that. One large one. Do that. And then we're going to move this over just a little bit. And then maybe move that up a little bit. Move that up just a little bit. Thinking that just like that. I think that would look good there. And then maybe pull this one down to where it matches the curve there. And then put doors here at an angle. We use the let's see. Yeah, we'll use these right here. So I was thinking, right, like that, and then if we weren't just painting, we put blocks in there so that way people would walk in and out of there, and maybe even put an invisible path in there also, so that way people would use that. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and just to put a little bit of a distinction here between the road and building, I think we're going to go ahead and put this grass right here. So move that right like that. And then obviously we're going to need to move that. Right, like that. So that's quite a white sidewalk through there, but that's okay. And then obviously we'll go through here and put grass in. Um, all the way up into you get to the awning. We don't want to go under the awning. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. I don't want to go under the awning there. I guess we do need to fix this here. I worried too much about making sure it matched on this side. I didn't pay attention to this side. And then make sure it matches over here, which it does. It's perfect. A little bit of clipping there, but that's not too bad. I think that looks pretty good there. And then we'll work on the green space over here in a bit. Build some sort of curb using the curve assets. Use some sort of curve assets there to create a triangle archway there, or a triangle flower bed, or something like that. We're going to go ahead and continue this grass all the way down, and then maybe even a little bit into this area over here. So I'm thinking 3, 4. I'm thinking this is, and my logic being that this would be a smaller sidewalk, because why would somebody come out of this door and go this door? They would come out of this door and go across this plaza into this parking lot, and then we will have a road right here to create actual this for now. Here, but there's walkways here or crosswalks there, so they would come out of this door. So very rarely would they come this direction. I guess unless they were wanting to come to this building here, but then they would just come out this door. I'm just thinking this would not need to be all concrete here. You can have some bushes and flowers and things in there. Try to give a little bit of green space there. So we're going to fill all that in green except for underneath the awning there, and then we'll do that. Probably do that off camera there. This road situation over here, what we will do, I'm probably thinking we're going to, let's just go ahead and connect it like this. I think is what we're going to do. And then this road here, we're going to come down, because this is going to connect to, there's going to be like a small hospital here. It's going to be a lot larger than what I was what I was wanting to do, or what I was wanting to do was a larger medical complex, and then I got to thinking that wouldn't make any real sense in this area. You've got hotels and casinos and the opera house and the art museum and the aquarium and and all that right next to this huge medical complex. That just doesn't make any sense. So it's going to be just a small hospital. I mean, it will be a hospital, but it'll be a small one in the area there. So I think we're going to come down and do that. Let's go ahead and just fill this in with concrete. So get an idea of what that will look like, and then obviously we will have the rest of this little triangle here will be a green space. This little kind of a swooshed L or angled L will be kind of a green space there. So there we're pretty detailed on this end here. And then the next one, we're going to go through and build this parking lot through here. All the way along here won't be one continuous parking lot, but it'll be parking all the way through here. And then we'll move out to this the next building that's going to go over here. These buildings that go out front. First thing, let's go ahead and get these taken care of, just so we can get this set up here. Build a road like this, you're using the one-way alleys to connect to this center node, and then obviously the main road's coming off of there. But what you want it at an angle so you can use node controller to go in, and whichever road you want to do. This is blue, so the blue one, just shift, grab it, figure out which direction you want to do, which is the opposite way. So you just shift it over to where this lane would line up with it, or whatever lane you're wanting to line up. And then you do the same thing. This is sort of a yellow. Do the same thing over here. That's pretty lined up. Yeah, it still looks like crap, but that's because you just got to go in to move it and just basically just touch it. You don't have to really move it. Just basically just click on it and it clears up. So that looks pretty good there. So then we're going to concrete all this, and I think what we're going to do, this is going to be a shorter video today, so I think to wrap this video up today, we're going to go ahead and just detail that little intersection right there. So this is all going to be concrete here for now. It will not remain this way. It just I fill it all in with concrete, so that way the edge of the road is nice and crisp. There's no lines, there's no anything, and then I can fill in the grass or the buildings, whatever I want to do later on, and I don't have to worry about any sort of marks like these right here, like these marks right in that area. I don't have to worry about that, because if I concrete all this over, that's all nice and crisp and straight, so I don't have to worry about any of it. Alright. So we got that taken care of, everything on this side of the main entrance there. So I'm thinking what we're going to put in here as kind of a centerpiece as you drive into this mall. I want to use this new fountain that I found. I only had it for a little bit. Looks like Columbia is the name of it. It comes in two pieces. There's the base and the fountain itself, and you can use it separately. You don't have to use it with the base. You can use it separately, but I'm going to capture both of them there. They are considered buildings, and then I'm just going to move them to right in the center of that. I think that just looks good. Trying to decide if that shadow is really there, or whether it's just oh, it's the shadow from the fountain. Okay, I thought maybe it was clipping from the ground, being uneven or whatever. But I think that looks really good there. And then we're going to add some green spaces on this end, and I think we're just going to leave this as kind of a concrete walkway all the way around the front side there. I think is what we'll end up doing. Who knows? We'll play it by ear on that. See what we want to do. Let's see. It's pretty much what we wanted to, what I wanted to get started or get done this this video. I am going to fill in the rest of this. It's just a matter of plopping these down. So there's no point in you guys watching me plop all this stuff down. make all this neat. Got to do all that all the way down to the other, so there's no point in watching. So I can do that off camera. And then, if you have any questions, suggestions for this mall here, let me know. And hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, help the video circulate, and subscribe. I'm trying to build the channel. I've got a couple other ideas for projects, and we are wrapping up Capital City here, so we're going to be done here. We've got a few more videos, a few more things I want to do, but we are kind of wrapping it up, so I'm going to move on to a couple other projects here. And I've got a couple of them in mind that are a little bit unique that I haven't seen before. So I think I'm really excited about them. So hit that subscribe button and that bell button for new videos, and then we'll see you next time. This is Gomer with Gomer Games.